Morning, folks, or almost morning, almost afternoon. Welcome.
Time change today.
Yeah, confuses everything. Welcome back to the Key. It is a nice fall morning, not too sunny, not too cool.
November 3rd?
November 3rd.
November 3rd. There's no snow on the ground.
Still no snow on the ground, still no snow in the forecast, but there is rain tonight.
You don't have to shovel.
Snow.
You don't have to shovel rain.
That's right.
Yeah.
A little bit of a breeze. Anyways, you can tell that I'm more active because I'm only in a t-shirt and Mark's got like his heated sweater on and everything, wool socks.
It's not turned on. It's not turned on. See, the light's not on.
We are talking about the Central Boiler Classic Titanium Series CL6048 that we've had a few videos out on already or mentioned, and we actually have it installed and running and heating our domestic hot water, which took you 45 minutes to explain to me the other night how it works with a few tears on my part, not yours. I just don't envision things the same way.
No, well, mechanical versus artistic.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that, right? Versus left brain, how's that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll go with that.
That sounds better.
All right, sure.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so CL6048. 6048, it means the firebox is 5 feet deep, 4 feet tall.
It's massive.
It's huge. You could hide people in there if you wanted.
Not sure it burns quite that hot, but
yeah, we don't really want to do that. But so this is now our secondary / primary heating source for the house now. It's going to heat both the house and the barn. So the house is 2,200 square feet and the barn is 2,000 square feet. So it gives you an idea how much heating power it has.
camera just died.
Yeah, there was some camera just went down for sure.
Yeah, not my phone.
Not your phone. Okay, we're good. We still got 2. So, anyways, so yeah, we chose Central Boiler over another brand, mostly because of distance, more than anything else.
Well, it was going 300 kilometers to Thunder Bay or 2,500 kilometers to Saskatchewan or Alberta.
Saskatchewan, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Way easier to go to Thunder Bay.
yeah.
And Andrew at H&H Importers has been really great with.
Oh, he has. He's been excellent. You know, anytime we've had some questions, it's like, he's like, Andrew, and he's been, oh yeah, no, you just do it like this. It's like, oh, why didn't I think of that? You know, kind of thing. So, but anyway, no, he's been excellent. Would recommend him. Actually, Joel across the road, he's got the 5044, I think, so it's a little bit smaller unit. He just heats his house, but he suggested H&H, and no regrets there at all.
Explain stuff. What are you
Explain
explaining?
stuff. Okay, so looking at the front, the Classic Series is damper controlled only. So the damper's sitting here right on the front. The damper vent is about a foot by 3 inches wide on the inside. So when there's a call for heat to heat the water up to 185 degrees, damper opens and the fire builds up again. The other thing that this one has is it's actually a dual fuel. So we do have, like I said, propane on property already. This will burn propane as well. It's got another burner that'll fits on the I guess the left-hand side here, just outside, and burns into the main box to do basically a
But
propane burner.
we don't have that part hooked up yet. We have the parts, we just haven't got it hooked up yet. One step at a time.
That's right. At the front, yeah, we got the big door, and it's a massive door. You can fire wood in from 4 feet away without any issue, which I think Murray will like once we get it figured out to throw it in there. Because
when you open the door, there's a big gust of smoke that comes out, and if I have to do this before I go to work, I'm going to smell like wood smoke. Normally I don't mind, but when I'm going to work, I don't want to smell like a campfire.
that's the best smell of all.
No, I don't like it that
Not for that.
much. No.
All right. So, I'll give you an idea. It is running right now. So there's your smoke coming out. But that door is massive. So gives you an idea of what you're dealing with for loading it up. And there's a lot of
Don't fall.
you're not falling. You can load it up for a long time. Anyways, the other thing on the front here, I guess, is the water level.
The water level. So you turn the valve and it fills up and it is full. And then when you to close it, it kind of drips out the bottom and empties that valve, so in the winter it doesn't freeze. Although I suspect you might get a little bit of a ice trail running down there through the course of the winter, but we'll find out.
Yeah. Now you told me something else about that hose.
So when you take a water sample, you're supposed to somehow unhook this. So you'd have to take that screw out and the cap off the top, and then use this when you send the water sample into central boiler.
Okay.
And you have to send the water sample in within 10 days of starting. So we had it installed and started yesterday. So we need to get the water sample today or tomorrow and mailed out. And then you have to send it in yearly, so that they can make sure that your pH level and the moly armor level, the corrosion inhibitor that you put in before you add the water is at the right level. And if you don't send those samples in, then it voids your 25-year warranty.
And 25-year warranty, that's, you don't want to really mess that up. No. So anyway, yeah. Maybe if you want to just grab your camera there, love, and we'll just walk around the side here. Now we left the bottom open for demonstration purposes. So you can see there's one system set up right now. So one pump, it'll be hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's hot. It's probably, what did they, 177 degrees.
Probably around there.
So it's probably warm. And
your cameras keep beeping at us.
I hear that, yeah. The so one system, one pump, 1558 is kind of the dash number that they recommend for this installation. I've talked to some folks about the digital ones, and they don't recommend them on the outdoors here.
A little cold sometimes.
A little cold, and they have issues with the motherboards and the pumps going.
Right.
So you pay more for something that's going to break easier.
Right. So this is the domestic hot water, right?
Domestic hot water and potable water.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this feeds both systems into the house and then separates in the house into the two different lines.
Correct.
One for heat and one for drinking water.
You got it.
Okay. See, I listened the other night. Okay, so then what's this line?
Okay, so this is a return. So that's going out to the house, and this piece is coming in. So you're coming back, going out hot, coming back not as hot. It's still hot.
It's still pretty hot.
Yeah, it'll probably be about 170 degrees anyways coming back in. It depends on the load that the house is drawing. So if all the rads are pulling heat inside the house and we're having a hot shower or whatever, then this level will go down in regards to temperature, but it goes right back into the 393 gallons of water that's in the boiler.
Right.
Warms up pretty quick.
And we're not hooked up for house heat yet because we need to install a thermostat in the house for the pump in the house.
That's right. Yeah.
So we're still heating the house with propane, but heating the potable hot water with this.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And then this is the barn when we go to hook the barn up, right?
Correct. Yep. Lots of information on the inside of the door. You can see all these diagrams on their website.
And the book, read the instruction book, because Mark was going to start the fire as soon as we started filling it.
You're telling tales.
I am. But when you read the book, and it actually tells you right on the front, hang on, that you have to wait till the water level's full before you start your first fire. So fill it up, put the moly armor in, which we did.
Yep.
And then we filled it up with water, and our little pump that draws water from the lake for our water system, we actually had to, about 2/3 of the way full, turn it off so it could cool off a little bit because it ran pretty continuously. And then, so I guess it was about a 20-minute, half-hour break we gave it.
Yeah, and then it finished it off.
And then finished it off.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Anyways, it took less time to fill than I expected, honestly.
I was thinking hours on hours, but really, I guess that little pump in the basement works well.
And I want to say that even with the half-hour break, it wasn't 3 hours, maybe 2.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, and it's filtered water we put in here. So it went through our, 5-micron filter set plus the UV. So
yeah,
it's as clean as we can make it anyways. The one thing that we have on this one that we talked about was the dual fuel. That's the switch for it. Right now it's set on wood and wood only because the propane isn't hooked up right yet, as Mario was saying earlier. So.
And the thermostat for the water is right on the side here. You can change it, I see, if you want to, but the default is 185 degrees Fahrenheit, right?
Correct, yeah. when I was talking to Joel across the road with his, he this time of the year when it's not as hot or cold out, they set theirs 165 degrees Fahrenheit to 170. Depending on your heat demand, you can change the setting of the stove. So.
And the nice thing is, because we get such long hours of darkness here, because we are 300 kilometers, I don't know what that is in miles, north of the 49th parallel, we have lights. So you can switch it. There's a little light sensor so that the light above the door stays on just whenever it gets too dark, or you can have it turned on all the time and the side lights on as well. So first thing in the morning or later in the evening after work, if you're coming out to fill it up, then at least you've got light. You're not trying to hold a flashlight or your phone to or use the light of the coals or whatever to fire the wood in from 4 feet away so you don't smell like a campfire all the time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because the sun rises after 8 and sets before 5 when it's the middle of the winter here. So
yeah,
yippee.
But it's sunny now and clearing up.
Sunny now,
so we're going to take
day.
that while we can.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, I guess that's the introduction to this unit. We do have a series of videos we're going to be putting out that have the installation of the electrical and the plumbing, setting of the pad. What else am I missing?
Digging the trench.
Digging the trench. So yeah.
And the plumbing was a bit of a nightmare because we got it all done, and then when we load tested it yesterday, it was a little leakier than we had expected.
It was more like a sieve than a set of plumbing. Yeah.
And then we got that all fixed and came out here and it was leaking out here.
Yeah.
So we had to fix that too. But anyways.
Yeah. I guess the lesson to learn there is don't use the cheap Teflon tape that they supply with the stuff.
That's
Get
right.
the good stuff.
Do the good stuff.
Get the good stuff and life is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as soon as we switched over to the good stuff,
then there was no more leaks. None of our fittings were leaking. It was just the Teflon tape we used was leaking.
Yep.
So.
Cool. And we're going to use the totes to fill this.
The totes to fill it.
To bring it here, and then we'll fill it by hand, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
and right now the tote's a little far away, but we'll move it over probably in front of the trailer over there. And we'll see, because we have mostly trim ends from the sawmill, and we're not sure how fast that'll burn. Some people say when they load it up, it's good for 24 hours, and we're waiting to see if our trim ends burn faster than that.
Yeah,
so
because they're dry, like they're probably better than 14% or less than 14% humidity.
So we may need to mix up that with some round wood.
Yeah, some birch and tamarack.
This tote has some birch in it, but it's mostly spruce trim ends, so we need a
mix.
And we have 22 more of these totes that are full, and each one is approximately a face cord.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We thought maybe that was going to get us through the winter, but now I'm interested to see how long, because technically we could almost fit a whole tote in the Firebox if we loaded it right up. I don't think we're supposed to. But
we're not supposed to, but yes.
But we could.
You got to have room for air. Remember, fire's just like an animal.
Right.
It has to breathe.
Right. So, half a tote.
Half a tote.
Half a tote at a time, which means that 22 totes could last us just over a month, or it could last us a whole lot longer, depending on...
I'm hoping a whole lot longer.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
So, otherwise we're going to have to call Justin.
Well, it's handy that he's just down the highway and can bring us a load of wood in, a day.
Set up the processor with some dry wood and zing, 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 zing. Yeah, and we'll just, dump it right there.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Anyways, folks, thanks for joining us. Hope this was entertaining and informative. We will see you soon, I'm sure. The snow is got to fly here shortly. They're saying at least another week anyways, so that'll give us time to put the snowblower in the back of the tractor and get ready that way.
Pick up any last minute things around the yard.
All the things are getting caught in the auger.
Yeah, we don't want anything caught in the auger.
No, because the new snowblower is going to throw stuff a little bit farther than the old one. And
Mark's not in much shape right now to be trying to repear things or get.
I'm ready to die. I can do the can.
You could. One-legged can.
One-legged can.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
No.
We'll just clean it up so you don't have to fix the auger. That's the plan.
All right.
Have a good day, folks.
Bye for now.